What is up, YouTube? It is Friday, so happy Friday and hope everybody has a good weekend coming up. I did recently post a live video and an RTA video, and if you haven't watched that yet, I will link it in the description below. Now, we do have Guild War, so I have no idea who these guys are. They just kind of appeared out of nowhere. They're currently ranked 3 at the moment, and I think it's going to be a relatively chill war for the most part, but hopefully we're going to get some scouts in because it's already like 5 p.m, so I don't know if everything's scouted yet or not. But if you guys do enjoy, please, as always, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's just jump straight into the first attack. Alright, so for the first team, we're hitting Ran, Zio, and Senya. So I'm going to be going with Arya, Destina, and Christy. So Christy's going to be on Bastion of Hope, so that we have about 362 ER. And then we have our Destina on Guardian Ice Crystals, who's going to be on a push EE. And just self-imprint so that the Senya can have a lower chance of landing on us, because we're about 300 ER here. And then on our Arya, she's going to be 147 plus 20 from the Bastion, with an additional, like, let's just say 150. So she's at over 300 ER, so I don't think we're going to get provoked by any chance. So this should be pretty free, and I just want to kind of go with a team that doesn't really require a lot of regearing, since this war seems to be relatively chill for now. And the bottom team is Arrowell, Candy, and Mort. So what better team than featuring Arunca? So I'm going to be going with Conqueror Lilias here, with Proof of Valor. Now, the main reason we're going with something like Conqueror Lilias and not something like Amelia is because in case this Candy is POV, or in case this is POV, and it survives through escort, maybe we don't strip the escort, we want to give as high of a chance for the Arunca to kill as possible. So our hand guy here is going to be providing our Warhorn and also the attack buff for the Arunca. And not only that, it's going to be a light bait for the Arrowell and the Candy as well, obviously. And the Arunca here is going to be on a Little Queen's Huge Crown, so we do extra damage because they have barrier, and we also have S3 damage EE. And so she's doing she's like around 70, I'd say like 7400 attack with all of the imprints and stuff like that. But I'll put the damage calculation on screen now, in which you can see how much damage she's going to do. She's going to wipe out any unit that's going to have any barrier whatsoever. And even if this guy doesn't have the specialty tree changed, it's all good, because as soon as he presses S3, we just dump an S3 and we're basically good to go. So it should be pretty free. Let's go right ahead. Alright, so it looks like the Zio is 13.6k HP, and it is going to be going into the Destina, and we resisted. And the Ran is 9.3k HP, so it should be pretty real Ran, I think. Unless it's an F Ran, but nope. Maybe it's a fake Ran? I don't know. I can't really tell. We get the CR bar here. We can see based off these 3 arrows here that the Senya is on Gab EE, which confirms it here. And we're just going to immediately press S3 just so that we can put everything else into stealth. And I'm pretty sure everything else just resists from this point, right? 18.2k Senya. And press S3, we're going to counter. All good. Hopefully, okay, it didn't break the barriers off us, which is great. But the good thing about running this comp is obviously Ran is water. It's going to automatically target the Arya because it's double earth. And in this game state, you could probably S2, but you're going to cycle yourself out of stealth faster. So usually I just opt to just press S3 because, Arya isn't really going to die behind Christy mitigation, nor is it going to die through Guardian Ice Crystals, and just the self-healing that she's going to provide herself as well. This is gonna counter, and then we proc. Now, anytime you're going to be running Arya into something like this, where there's like a Senya, you do want to try to pay attention to see if you're stripping any of the buffs off the Senya, right? Just so you can see if it's ER build or not. It's somewhat useful, right? Because if all of these hits with Fairy Tail for Nightmare, you're not stripping anything at all, it's pretty safe to say that it's probably got some ER, unless you're just getting 15% check every single time. But you can just see here, like we did like 4, 5, 6 hits and we didn't land at all. It's pretty safe to say that it's probably an ER Senya for the most part. So anyways, enough yapping. We're just going to press S1, and this kills the Senya because she's barely got any HP left. And looking at round 2, should be pretty clean as well with the Arunca. So it's Adamant Shield on the Arrowell that we saw in the very beginning. And again, right, if we're going to extinct anything, we want to see that it has a barrier here. And it's actually S1 EE on the Mort, so we want to make sure that we put that in the report if, you are planning to make a report. We're just going to press S3 here. Hopefully we land the strip on the escort, ideally. We didn't strip it, unfortunate. So in this spot, I'm actually going to... I'm going to press S3 on the Mort.
Which of my
It would have been nice if I could actually redirect provoke it, but it's all good. 29.4k AOL. So Arunka at this point, we're probably just gonna want to S3 onto the Morts.
Just trust me.
Yeah, it should die. We have attack but vigor, should be pretty free.
He's been quite strong.
Yeah, like nothing's really surviving, right? Like it just does way too much damage when you give it vigor. It's only when you don't have vigor with Conquer Lilies and you just have like an attack buff like an Amelia or something like that. That's where it can get a little bit dicey, just because like that extra 30% attack makes a huge difference when you're dealing with escort, barriers, POV, and all that stuff. So we're just gonna hit the arrow well again, because A, we don't want to get the CR push to him. So it's actually Elbrus Candy, so we're gonna run it and include that on the report. Her barrier is still available, so with Arunka, we're just gonna press S3 onto the Candy, and she's dead. So even through escort, it's just not gonna survive, right? And let's just say it does survive, it's not gonna do enough damage to actually kill your team, right? If it's like 29k POV with escort, it won't have enough damage, so yeah, it should be pretty free in that sense. But anyway, that's done, so let's move over to the second attack of today then. Now, for our second attack, I'm going to be hitting Ilanav, LRK, and Candy. Now, I thought about it really long and hard, and I think a lot of people would immediately look at this and think, oh, it's probably a rank cleave angle. Now, the reason why I want to just quickly talk about this is you can't rank cleave this is because Candy has anti-crit. If they have immunity, that's 2 buffs. If they have protection set, that's 3 buffs. So, Ran only strips 2 buffs, which means immunity is going to stick on. Which means if you eat a Soulburn S2, S3, Alien S3, if they're tanky enough, you're not going to kill them, especially with Candy having anti-crit built into her kit. So it's a really, really unsafe option to go with if you are going to attack a defense like this. Now, what you should do is you probably should just shotgun this comp. So you can shotgun the Ilanav, kill it off, 2 dark units into DC. It's completely free. I personally don't want to regear my Iseria. I'm good. So I'm going to be going with Knockwall Cleave. So Knockwall is going to be Elgaia Candle to hopefully land that Death Break on the entire team. And then the Stene is going to be our book holder for this attack. Ideally, you want her on pen set, but, you know, it's negligible difference. Jacko is going to be on Merciless Glutton just because I want to have just a lot of damage, and we should kill if we're landing a debuff, so it should be fine. And we're going to look to seal the Candy so that we can just basically crit her every time. Bottom is going to be the Redemption arc, okay? Because I remember not that long ago, a lot of you guys were like, bro, why are you running Christy, B-Dom, and double attack buffer with LCB, wah. Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, I fucked up. Alright, so Conquer Laia, Senya, Shu, this is the Redemption, alright? We're going to be going with Bunny Dom, which is going to be on Doctor's Bag, 265 speed, on immunity, with attack buff, release imprint. And then our Ludwig is going to be on some spare gear, so 190 speed, Deathstroke crit, this is just what I had sitting around. EE has to be the Death Break one if it's an Ice Elemental hero, because it's a direct counter to Shu, and Holy Book, obviously. And our LCB is going to be on Sigurd Scythe, just in case we are going to get into a little bit of a pickle. We are going to get immunity from the Bunny Dom, so we should be okay. But this is going to have enough damage to 1v1 the Senya or 1v2 the Conquer Laia Senya, without a doubt, right? So the idea is Bunny Dom S3 pushes the silliest moves, Bunny Dom pushes, Ludwig's going to Soulburn S2 into the Shu, and then GG, basically, right? And yeah, it should be pretty clean, so let us go right ahead. Alright, let's take a look at where they are. So 87%, so this is about a 230 crow. Again, right, if you're going to be cleaving any team and they have an exclusive equipment, make sure we check the EE. And we can see here that he gets increased combat readiness by 50%. So as you can see in these 3 little arrows here, which I'll zoom in on, we're going to kill, right? So anyway, let's just go Soulburn S3 here with the Jacko. Hopefully we'll land some death breaks. If not, it's not the end of the world, but it'd be ideal. We actually stunned the Ilanav, that's pretty big. So I'm gonna seal the Candy here and land a death, decrease hit chance. Now he does have Aureus potentially, so what I'm gonna do is I don't think I can kill a I don't know if I can kill a LRK, can I? That might be a bit of a reach. I feel like I'm pretty comfortable killing the Ilanav. But yeah, only one way to find out, so yeah, let's just go for it. Let's see how much damage we do here. Yeah, we killed. Nice. And then we're going to S1 into the Candy, because as soon as we get the Candy out of the picture, it's GG, right? And because there's already debuffs on there, the S1 is going to guarantee us a turn, and then we just press S3 onto the Candy, and we're good. Even though the LRK is going to get the S3 off, it's all good. It is very helpful that he has blind on, and we also land a silence. That's huge. And we're just gonna Soul Burn S1 with Jacko here. Since he already has a debuff, we just want to guarantee the extra turn. Well, I guess the ideal thing is, you know, landing a stun with S1, that'd be nice. And we're gonna just seal so that we get refresh the speed buff on the knockball. And we landed a death break, so this should kill. Nice. Very nice. Either way, we could have tanked one S3, it wouldn't have been a big deal. Looking at the... what? Okay. So S3EE, S1EE on Shu. Really slow Conquer Lilius. Don't know if that's intentional or if maybe they just didn't gear their Conquer Lilius. Yeah, so I'm gonna Soul Burn S2 onto the Shu. I get 50 CR. And... if I S3, that's one stack. Conquer Lilius S3, S2. Ludwig is in front of the Bunny Dom. If Ludwig is in front of the Bunny Dom, that means if I get Provoke Lock, I can't guarantee kill the Shu, which means he might cycle back and fall out of immunity. He jumps S3, one shot stack, kills that S3, go Senya. Okay, the players probably go for Senya here.
Utter disgrace.
Because I don't need to be worried about the Shu, because it's death broken, and one counter from the LCB is going to be able to kill. And then this S3 gets me at 480 Fighting Spirit. Shu misses a turn, Conqueror is going to S3, S2, and we're going to get our immunity, and wow, okay, Ludwig can just... never mind, Ludwig is just a boss. Alright, let's see it.
Disappear.
Yeah, that Conquer Lives is just ungeared. Alright, well, that was underwhelming, but hey, a W is a W, so I'll take that shit. So let's go to the third attack. Alright, so for our third and final attack, we'll be hitting jKVPoYus. So it's going to be Winter, Karina, and Candy. And this looks like LCB food, right? Winter gets hidden, there's Candy that has anti-crit, and Karina can get baited by the ARAS. So ARAS is going to be on a Revenge set on Aureus. This is just leftover gear that I have. This is definitely not the gear set I would recommend. Probably Protection set, or just triple HP, or double HP defense, whatever you have laying around. The Roanna is going to be on Celestine, and I'm going to move her to Self Imprint since we need LCB in the back. And just triple set, nothing too special here. If you want to maximize your chances, just go Protection set. And then the LCB is going to be on Tachi. Now you may be wondering, why Tachi, right? Tachi gives immunity to start at the battle, so we want to make sure, in case it is a fast Karina, we don't want to get Death Broken into a nuke Candy, which kills us, right? Because if we get Death Broken, it's like a 5k 350 Candy that takes a turn. We're going to die like a dog, so I'm not down for that, right? I'm going to make sure we have immunity so we can't get Death Broken, and then we have the attack buff to just make sure we have enough damage to kill that Candy off when needed. The bottom is going to be Urban Shadow Shu, Aiden, and Senya. Now, I'm going to be going with Conquer Lilius here that you guys saw in a previous attack with a release imprint. I did recently gear my Winter, and... sorry, not Winter, LPK, and I'm pretty sure this kills. Yeah, there is a chance. There's a chance that I miss, but like... fuck the bullshit, you know what I mean? But anyways, we're going to have Inferno as our third unit, who's going to be on Indestructible Gators, and he's going to be on the Immunity EE. And the idea here basically is I'm going to S3, control the Shu. I'm going to LPK, S3, S2, kill the Aiden. I might get Provoke Locked by the Senya if he takes a turn with S3, but I'm going to have the Inferno available to just kill off the Senya. And in fact, I'm actually going to put him into attack boot before I start the clip. That way I make sure I don't go before... actually, it doesn't really matter because I get bigger, so it's all good. So... fuck the bullshit. Let's go right ahead. Alright, so Winter is going to be 10.5k. I didn't catch the artifact, unfortunately. I'll probably be able to watch back the clip and see what it was. So we have immunity so we don't get stripped. I don't want to press S3 because I'm going to basically refresh her next level right away and give her another free 10k, which is not ideal. So I'm going to just S1 onto the Karina to heal up a bit. And there is immunity on that Candy, which means we're not going to be really able to kill here. But just so that I don't get Death Broken on ARAS, I actually think it might be worth just S2ing here.
I hope you're ready.
Okay. Karina's 14.4k HP. Let's see if she's on Rocket Punch or if she's on Noble Oath. Rocket Punch. Okay. Candy's 16.3k HP. Got a dual attack. I'm going to counter with the LCB. That's just going to heal us to full. And yeah, I'm pretty sure with the Benimaru, Tachi giving us the attack buff, we're probably just going to one-shot. I could go Candy, I could hit Winter. I'm going to go Candy. Because the candy didn't seem super tanky, so I'm just gonna go kill. Winter's already in a controlled environment where the Roanna's always gonna be baiting her since there's fire on Earth, so really no need of concern whatsoever here. And I'm just gonna press S3 here to get a defense buff and then heal up a little bit here. Okay, looks good. Roanna did not. Oh, it's Alabastron. Okay, nice. It's nice. Okay, we got to find out what the artifact was. So now I'm just gonna hit the Karina a few times and we'll be pretty much good. So get another counter here, do some chip damage onto the Roanna. Eventually we're gonna have S2 on the ARAS, which is in 2 turns, I believe, or 1 more turn, and then we're just gonna be able to pull, and then it should be free. Okay, so just hit an S1 here. Hit a Soulburn S1, should kill. Beautiful. And then the ARAS S2 onto the Winter means she's dead. 26.2k damage. Now, let's look at the next round here. So it's going to be sort of cycling seasons on the Aiden, and we actually noticed, again, right, it's actually heal EE on the Senya, which means it's probably not lifesteal, right? So I'm going to press S3 here. And we're going to try to control the Urban Shadow Shoe. Senya actually moves before my, whatchamacallit, my Inferno, so it's all good. Redirected. I'm gonna press S3 here. Alright. Karen, please don't get 5%. Okay, beautiful. Alright, nice. So Senya's 14.8k, and she triggers our Inferno, and that means this guy is dead. Dead. And yeah, just press S3 just so that we don't get provoke locked. Okay, strip the counter, 1 shot. This should kill. I have vigor. Yeah, he's dead. Beautiful, nice. We are blinded on the LPK, which is not exactly ideal, I would say. I want to Soulburn here and just see if I hit. Nice. All right, she's almost dead. Oh. Never mind, she exploded. Burn damage was too much. Super clean attacks. So always nice to be able to use LPK because I put her in the waiting room for a while, but it feels really good. So let's go. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's Guild War video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. And it's always nice to have a relatively more like laid back war just because we're able to, use units that we, usually don't get to. For me, it was Ludwig and Last Piece Karen. Love those 2 units, and hey, this is the redemption arc, it had to redeem with the Ludwig instead of the Christie this time to win, so very happy about that. But yeah, as always, if you guys did enjoy or you learned a thing or two, please consider dropping a like and comment below, as it really helps me with the algorithm. And I will be posting another video tomorrow. I'm basically going to be going on a frenzy and posting almost every day, so please make sure you subscribe and don't miss it, and make sure you follow me on Twitch if you haven't already, and I'll put some links in the description below, which is going to feature my Laia video and all my thoughts on how she's going to be changing the meta, and also a RTA video that I recently launched featuring the E7GG match history tool. I spent a lot of time on it, so please do go give it a watch. I would really appreciate it. But as always, I will be signing out, so thanks so much for watching as always, and have a good weekend. Take care, and see you in the next one, I guess tomorrow. Bye.